Hello everybody, this is Tony at the Manor of All Mangoes, and I hope these mangoes are safe. You know, today is the day that Hurricane Helene is passing by, about 100 miles out. We're gonna have winds of probably 60, 70 miles an hour here, maybe even 80. I hope our mango trees are okay. But I'm gonna do a wedge graft today on Hurricane Helene Day, as I'll call it. So I'll show you as I go along. Okay, so I'm back, and this is what you'll need. I got my buddy tape, I got some ties, I got my plastic bag that also has what is sweet tart and the date. I got my pruners. As you noticed, I got the sweet tart stick. Now I haven't wrapped it yet, but as you can see, I wrote on it sweet tart 926. So in case the tape ever comes off, I know what that is. And then I got my knife. And one last thing I want to show you. I've already done this. Before you graft, you always got to make sure you have especially doing a wedge, that these two line up. As you can see, when I put them two together, you can't see anything. That means those are a perfect match. So, anyways, this is Tony, and I will be back to show you how do I graft. A wedge graft, that is. Hello everybody, I'm back, and I'm getting ready to make my slit down the middle there, and I'm gonna prepare my scion. So this is how I usually do it. And then what that leaves, I just trim it up a little bit, make sure it's nice and straight. So then you look and you see that it's nice and thin. So now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to cut this the same. Got to go real slow and be careful so you don't get cut. So there I did. I made a slit down the center of that. And now I'm going to turn around and put this right in the center. And line it up on one side for sure. And this side over here is completely lined up perfectly. So now I'm going to wrap it. So now let me wrap this. This. The other side's almost lined up, so it wasn't perfect, but it was close, very close. Which, as long as you have one side for sure, but I like to have two. So I got 1 3/4, which isn't bad. So I usually put about 2 or 3 pieces of tape on here. And what you see right here is another graft, the Tony graft I did not long ago, just about a month ago. As you see how nice that came out. So now this sweet tart's going to be right next to the Tony. I'm going to put one more on, and then I'll put my ties on. I go up a little higher, just to make sure no water gets in. And now I put the ties on. On a wedge graft, I always do the first one right at the very top, get it nice and snug. Then I come back down and do the very bottom, at the very bottom, so that the buddy tape can't shrink up. And now I do one right in the center, and that should take care of that. And now you come back and clip these. And so now there's your wedge graft. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tape. I already wrote on the bag, like I told you, Sweet Tart 926. Now I'm going to put the bag over it, all the way down over this grafted area down here. And then I'm going to put the tie on to secure it. And I'll leave this on for about 2 or 3 weeks, then I'll take the bag off, maybe sooner if it's coming out. And then I'll cut these ties off at the 3-week to 1 month time frame, and then you'll be fine. As you can see what I got on here already, I have sugarloaf right here. I have pickering right here. I have, what is that one? Rosy Gold right here. I have Tony right here, CC Love right here, and Sweet Tart right here. This tree is for sale, anybody, just so you know. All of those other ones are already on there. Now we got a new Sweet Tart that I just put on today. This is Tony at the Manor of All Mangoes.